Hello and welcome to the Knitting Diary. For everyone new, my name is Martina and I am a knitter based in Germany. This is episode number 4, I think, and once again I do have a finished object. It's this beautiful, really soft faux fur bucket head. I used a little pattern I found on the internet, and it's called the Sophie's bucket head. It is a pattern which you can also crochet as much as knit, and I did the medium size. You can find it in the small, medium and large size, and this is intended for my mother as a Christmas gift. So for me it's a little bit small but for my mother it will be perfect, I think. So as you can see, the brim, it rolls a little bit over. You start with casting on a little bit more stitches so it makes the bucket edge a little bit wider, and you can either roll it as I do, or you can just wear it as a bucket hat. No, it looks nice both ways. So it's a tiny little present. I still need to get rid of some ends, trim them, clean up the yarn I bought. It was some cheap faux fur from Action, but it's a really beautiful yarn. It's intended for the needles number 10. The pattern is intended for needles number 5 or 6, I think, and I use the needles number 7. So I just eyeballed it, to be honest, as most of my knitting where I use the knitting pattern. I thought it would come out a little bit bigger, and I think it would if I would just stretch it, you know, before every use, and just try now. See, it's nicer, but I think when I will be doing the version for me, I will cast on less stitches because it has quite a lot. Oh, if I will do it the other way around so you can see. Well, the flare up is too much for my head. So you can see this is the flare up. That's too much, that's excess, and I think it would make a little bit more fit-in piece for my head. I do not have a too large head or anything, but even with hats, I do not like when they sit too low on my head, so I always have to play around with anything I knit for headwear. So this one will be going to the Christmas gift piles, and I still have half of the ball left. It was intended to be done with 50 gram balls of yarn, and this huge ball was 200 grams, so I still have some yarn and I can make the larger size for me. So this will get done, and at the end I will get rid of the whole ball, otherwise I would have no idea what to do with this, and I can whip another hat. I love bucket hats, so it will be a nice addition to my collection. And with my collection, I mean one bucket hat I have in my car anytime it rains outside and I do not have a hat on me, so I can just use that one. Okay, another progress I have maybe those who watched the Vlogtober. There's a few videos I took throughout the Vlogtober. It was the beginning of me starting this knitting channel and knitting diary. So I was traveling with my husband to Slovakia for some holiday. We had to take care of some things, and also we needed to christen my niece, and I wanted to knit her a bunny. It is a paid, it's not too pricey, but it's a paid knitting. Today I keep to forget the word tutorial or pattern. So it's a paid for pattern. You can find on a lot of sites, also on Ravelry. And I chose the bunny. So I have the body done. I still need to sew it together with a whip stitch, so it will be fluff and chubby bunny, as you can see, with all of the increases in the bottom part. And I also have the head. I will put in a safety eyes so the kid wouldn't eat it. And now I started with the ears. So I guess the bunny will get done soon, because I figured I have so many large projects on my needles at the moment, or to be casted on my needles, so I need to finish some of the smaller, older projects and get on with my Christmas presents and just presents in general. So these are the ears I casted on already. I use for the white, I use the yarn from Teddy. It's called Fluffy Strigarn yarn. It's 100 grams and 295 meters in the 100 grams. It was cheap because it's acrylic, it's polyester. And the other one, I think it's also from Alison and May. It's a brand that Action stores sell. So it's just some acrylic yarn I usually use for my toys. I know you can also buy, also knit toys in some. The word will come to me. I know the word in all of the other languages, but not in English. Baumwolle, yeah. Give me a minute. In cotton. Yes, you can also do it in cotton, but I do not like the feel of it. Also, it's for a newborn, so she will drool on it a lot. So I want to make sure that my sister can just throw it into the washing machine and it will be clean. So, next project, it's been here for a long time, and it's my Geogradient shawl. I finished glue-free. I will stretch it out so you can see it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And I finally finished the glue-free. You can see how beautiful it is. I have both of the wings done, and I picked up the stitches, and right now I am purling back on the rows. I shifted my stitches back onto one needle because I was in the middle of the row, but I think this will get done pretty quickly. I just this week I was doing the bunny, I was finishing the head, so I didn't have that much time to knit on this, but usually this is my Sunday knit or Saturday knit. Yesterday I didn't have time, so it will get done sooner than later, and it will be nice on the road to Slovakia for Christmas. So I still have a lot of yarn left. I do know that Steven put in some extra rows you can knit, but I still think I will have a lot yarn left. And it's pink, so I might knit something for the baby. Also, it's wool and alpaca blend mix, so I would not want to risk her being allergic to any of those two. So we will see. Pink is not really my color unless it's well, with something like this. This is much more my color than just plain pink by itself, because it's quite cold, and yeah, it makes me wash out. But it will be fine. I will think about something and I will make something. And that brings me to my Christmas sweaters. And did I pick a sweater from the list? I did. I did pick one sweater from the list, but did I cast it on? No. Did I cast on a completely different sweater? Yes, I did. And for that, I took my Alize Angora Gold, which is, I think, 80% acrylic and 20% wool, which is fine for me, especially for a sweater. It has quite a nice halo. I have the cast on here. Well, it doesn't want to. Yeah, it will not show. I have the cast on here, and I picked a completely different pattern. When I was browsing the internet for some sweater patterns and so on, I also think because I talk so much about knitting a sweater, the internet gives me some adverts, and it showed me an advert for Hobby and the sweater Raoul, which is absolutely beautiful. It has quite a big positive ease to the sides, so I decided to knit that because I think it will fit my body type quite perfectly. If anything, I can just make it longer so the body fits me, and that's it. Also, I do love the patterns, the knits and pearls. It's quite easy to memorize. I started with the cast on. I have the yarn all tangled up, so I will have to take care of that, but I just managed to take the cast on. I did rip it out. The whole cast on, I had quite a few centimeters already knitted, but I decided to rip it out because I thought I would try a new cast on method I learned, and it didn't quite work out. It's the cast on method when it's a semi-fixed cast on, when you cast on half of the stitches you need, and then you take the right needle around, pick up the yarn, take it back, and then you basically created a new stitch, and it makes it well, look like an Italian bind off, but it wasn't stretchy at all because it's semi fixed. So that was a problem. I decided to rip it out once again and went back to the Norwegian cast on. Usually most of the sweaters, they do have a long tail cast on, but I do always use the Norwegian. It's more flexible, it's more stretchy, and I just like it a little bit more. It does use a little bit more of yarn, but it's no problem. I have quite a few balls of this. It's 5, I think so. Let me check. It should be, yes, 550 meters in one ball, and usually for a sweater I need around 1200, so I will still have some left and I can make a hat. So that will be nice. I will thoroughly enjoy it, no doubt. And back to those Christmas sweaters I picked the last time. Well, I had quite diapason of the sweaters I would like to knit, and I talked about them, posted the pictures, and I did pick one, and it's this one. And I decided to change the colors because I was going through my yarn and I found I really do like dark green, especially because I do not have a sweater in a dark green, so I thought it would be nice to knit one. This is the Mayflower first class, and it's super wash, so I can wash it. In 50 grams it has approximately 210 grams, 210 meters. The original sweater is knit in, I think, Charisma, which has 100 meters in 50 grams. It's a little bit thicker than this one, but I will hold it together with mohair so it will make the gauge, and I have two options to pick from. One is this Soft Sensation. It's no idea who made it, but it's acrylic. 76% acrylic and 24% polyester, and in 25 grams we have 200 meters. But it's really fair, it's really light green, you know, this beautiful light green. It's really pretty. And the second one is Drops Brushed Alpaca Silk. So I have to pick through these two, and first I took, well, I'm not going to knit a swatch. I will knit the ribbon and then I will figure out about the swatch. But I did this. You can see this looks quite Christmassy, but it's not what I want, because the other color for the color work, it will be white, and I do want the base color of the sweater to be dark. And with the brushed alpaca it makes this, which is absolutely stunning and beautiful, and I think this will be perfect. So I will take these two. I have enough in my stash. What I do not have is the white. So I do have white Flora, but I do not have white alpaca silk. So I did order some. I do not need too much. It says you need 600 for the larger size, 600 grams of the main color and 400 of the other color, of the contrast color. And since the original yarn, which is Charisma, is 100 meters per 50 grams, that means you need 200 meters of the other color. And so I bought just 2 or 3 balls, I think, of the Flora. It will be enough. Also I counted and bought as many as I needed of the brushed silk, and I have 9 or 10 balls of the Mayflower. It's 200 meters per ball, so I think it will be enough, and I will still have enough left to knit something else. Maybe a hat, maybe a pair of mittens, because I wanted some mittens this year but didn't have any time. I do have some mittens, but I got them as a Christmas present, and they are machine knit, they are not hand knit. So I thought maybe I would knit myself some Nordic mittens. I would like. So I still have a lot of plans to knit, and that's because we are going to Slovakia for Christmas, so I will need some Christmas presents for the kids, and they do enjoy the plushies. The eldest one, eldest nephew, he loves dinosaurs, so I will be searching for a dinosaur pattern and knitting him a dinosaur. The other one, he likes trucks, so maybe I will knit him a truck. And the youngest one, well, she gets the bunny, but she was already supposed to get the bunny, so maybe I will knit her something else. Also, I do have the socks for my colleague. I do not think you saw them yet, but I will show them in the other episode, in the next episode, because I do intend to knit on them this week and maybe probably finish them, but I'm not too hopeful. And also I did promise to make 2 dolls for my colleague. He sent me some photos and I will have to make a pattern. It's a basic doll pattern. I do not think I will knit them. I will crochet them. It will be much faster and more detailed than I can do with knitting, because with crochet it in my head it just makes more sense to increase, to decrease, and like how the shape will go. But we will see. I will have to do some research and also get some yarn, which I do not like, but yes. So I need to do 2 dolls for him because he has 2 daughters, so they both like pink. So it will be 2 pink dolls. Yes, so that will be fun, and I still need to make it before the end of December. Well, no, before the Christmas basically. So that will be fun. Yes. And finally, in Germany, the Christmas markets has started. And I don't know, everyone was telling me like how beautiful the Christmas market is. I will knit. I will take my Geogradient and I will knit on it. How beautiful the Christmas market is, and like it's so charming. Like we didn't have any markets in my country. We do. So I thought like, oh yeah, it will be fun. We will go. We will, I don't know, look at the lights, because we do not basically drink. The food there we do not like, as we found out, because the German food is mostly just sausages and like it's really fatty. It's just not in our taste wheel, I would say. So we did not eat anything, and even if we wanted to, we wouldn't be able to get to the stand because there were so many drunk people. It was unbelievable. In the town we live in, we have quite, well, it's not too big, but it has a nice, like a city center, so the stalls were all around the city. And it has a really beautiful part, which is a park, inside of which there's like this old mansion, and it was all covered in the lights, which I really did like. Also in my part of Germany, it's always raining every day. It has been raining for at least a few hours, if not the whole day. So when we actually came to the park, it was full, just mud everywhere, and everyone was falling, because yeah, it's muddy, it's slippery, and you will fall if you are drunk. So there was a lot of people who fell. There was a lot of people in general. I had a feeling like the whole town went out to the city center and just got drunk. Yeah, too messy, too many people, and it was not as beautiful as I thought it would be, as everyone like described it. In my country we also have the Christmas markets, but we have music playing, we have a lot of programs, we have the live bands playing Christmas songs. It's just more atmospheric, not as, you know, like go to the town, get drunk on mulled wine. No. So that's maybe why I did not enjoy it as much as I wanted to. Of course, it's nothing against if the Christmas market is beautiful in your town, in any part of Germany. I just did not enjoy this one. I don't know, maybe it will get nicer, maybe it will get better. It opened on 23rd of November, so a few days ago, and it will be till the 22nd of December, I think. Yes, today it's closed. Maybe it's because it has only opened, so a lot of people are there. Maybe, maybe not. We will see. Yeah. Also, I am Berlin, and yes, I do not turn around my work. I just knit back, if it makes sense. You can imagine it as someone who would knit in English style, you know, with the yarn in their right hand. Anytime they knit, they just flick the yarn. I do it to the other way around. So instead of just turning the work around, since it's too big, I do not like to turn around my work too much. I just flick my way back instead of just purling the normal way. I guess for some it's normal, for some it's really weird. It suits me, it makes the work go easier. Yes, I do have a ton of loose ends I need to weave in, but I'm too lazy to do that. I will do it at the end. Even now, after I finished my Farah shawl, I think 2 months ago, I still have some ends to weave in. So yeah, not big on weaving in ends. So back to the Christmas markets. So yeah, wasn't really happy with that one, but we shall go to France to look at the Christmas market over there. The closest town we have here, it's a tiny little town, but it's really beautiful, and it's in Alsace, of course. So they also have all the teddy bears hanging out of the windows, so maybe it will be nice. No doubt there will be a lot of people, so it will be difficult to move around, but yeah, we will see. I really do want to see the French Christmas market. I have a weird hobby to go around the Christmas markets, but I have to say I've never been to a Belgian one. I'm not even sure they have one, or maybe just the town we were living in didn't have one. So yeah, no Christmas markets in Belgium, unfortunately. Yeah, so that was basically my week. I hope you had a great week. It's winter time, so I hope you didn't slip on any ice if you have ice in your area. I hope you do not get snowed in. Yeah, if you have any snow. And if it's still too warm in your area, I hope it will get Christmassy soon, because soon it will be December and the vlog, no, how is it called? Vlogmas is starting. So I will see you on that one also. And for today, I think this will be the end. I will get back to my knitting. I will start on this one and go on with the bunny. I hope you will have a really great week ahead of you and have a nice day. Bye bye.